What's going on, YouTube? I welcome you to It's Wild Out Here, the channel bringing you the wildest stories from around the world. And today ain't no different, so hit that like and subscribe button because it's wild out here, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Today's story comes from St. Louis, Missouri. A self-proclaimed prophet built a spiritual cult online. Now 6 followers are missing without a trace. A group of 6 people, including 2 young children, have been missing since August, and police say the adults all have one thing in common. They all openly follow a self-proclaimed prophet and rapper with a massive social media following. After they seemingly vanished without a trace from a rental home in St. Louis, an investigation by the Berkeley Police Department in Missouri was launched, but months later there are still no answers about their whereabouts. These people are gone, and it blows my mind, Major Steve Runge said. Mikayla Thompson, 25, of St. Louis, Naaman Williams, 30, of Washington, D.C., Gerrielle German, 27, of Lakeland, Mississippi, Ashton Williams, 2, of Lakeland, Mikayla Wickerson, 36, of St. Louis, and Malaiyah Wickerson, 3, of St. Louis, were all living in the same St. Louis house briefly before they disappeared. They were last seen on August 13, 2023 at a Quality Inn hotel at 55 Dunn Road in Florissant, Missouri. When police searched the house, they found it left as if individuals had just gone to the store and were expecting to return. Food was still in the microwave, laundry was still in the washing machine, and left behind were several valuables, including a closet full of shoes worth thousands of dollars. Police also discovered an altar, items wrapped in copper, and other odd findings that led them to believe the adults were fully living this cult. The investigation revealed the group had become a part of a spiritual cult, and they followed the teachings of Rashad Jamal, a self-proclaimed prophet who has tens of thousands of followers across multiple social media platforms. Jamal, who was convicted of various crimes in Georgia, was sentenced in August to 18 years in prison. It is extremely troubling to the family members of all the missing people. The level of disconnect these cult members have demonstrated with friends and family members is unfathomable, according to police. We have learned that several cult members travel at great lengths to live off the grid and stay with fellow cult members, and their economic status does not appear to be a factor. Major Runge, who has been investigating the group's whereabouts for nearly 5 months, said that neighbors noticed some abnormal behaviors before they vanished. Neighbors reported seeing these people outside daily, worshiping the sun, he said. When it was raining, they would come outside naked and run around the yard. They were digging up things in the yard as well. Major Runge said the missing adults went by aliases that pay tribute to certain gods and goddesses, which has been reported as a common thing among many of Jamal's followers. Mrs. Thompson called herself Antu Anum Amat, Mr. Williams called himself Anubis Aramin, and Mrs. Wickerson called herself Intuma Aquama Antil. Major Runge said Jamal's followers believed in polygamy, are anti-government, and encourage followers to go off the grid, and that there is a total disconnection from family and friends. What's most concerning, he said, is that the missing individuals had a vast social media presence before they disappeared. They made their money off of readings and selling things, but as of August 13th, they've gone silent. Rashad Jamal created the University of Cosmic Intelligence, an online religious group with thousands of followers. According to his website, the University of Cosmic Intelligence is geared towards enlightening and illuminating the minds of the carbonated beings, aka your so-called Black and Latino people of the earth. I am a God, and all of my people, the Black and Latino people, are gods as well, and we were made in the image of our Creator, Jamal said in a video post. Therefore, I am an extension of her or them, and I am the creator and destroyer of my reality. So I take full responsibility for all events that I have experienced through my lifetime, for this is what we call shadow work in the spiritual realm. Jamal has a massive following on social media with nearly 200,000 followers on TikTok, more than 10,000 followers on X, and 90,000 followers on Instagram. In his videos, he makes wild claims that birds are actually drones operated by the U.S. government to spy on the citizens, and that the Mississippi River is really the Nile River, and that Arizona is the gateway to Africa. In August, Jamal was found guilty of child molestation and sentenced to 18 years in prison. Later that same month, he filed a motion for a new trial, citing the state's failure to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. The only law I had broken was speaking out against oppression, Jamal said in a YouTube video post. The only thing I am guilty of is freeing the minds of my people and speaking out against this system, and I'll never back down from that. Mikayla Wickerson, 25, and her 3-year-old daughter were 2 of the 6 people living in a rental home near St. Louis Lambert International Airport for months before the group vanished. Her mother, Cartisha Morgan, says she is living her worst nightmare. She said she began to worry when she had not heard from Mrs. Wickerson or her 3-year-old granddaughter since March, when the woman cut off all communication with her family, quit her corporate job, and maxed out her credit cards. Mrs. Morgan said her daughter had been manipulated by an online cult led by Jamal. Mental illness is real. Manipulation is real, she said. There are a lot of things going on out here, and we just need to be aware of it. If you see something that's off, please take measures to get them help quickly as possible. I would have never imagined that I'd never have known where my daughter and granddaughter are right now, Mrs. Morgan added. In 2022, several of Jamal's followers were accused of committing 2 separate murders in Alabama. Damian Winslow Washam used a sword to kill his own mother and injured his disabled uncle and brother. He was later cleared of the charges due to reason of insanity. Crystal Diane Pinkins and Yasmin Hyder were sentenced last month for killing 22-year-old Florida college student Adam Sinji in August 2022. Pinkins and Hyder, who were living off the grid, flagged down Sinji and his girlfriend, Mikayla Paulus, in the Talladega National Forest in Alabama and told them they needed help with their car. Hyder pulled a gun on them after they stopped to help and ordered them to drop their belongings and walk into the woods. Sinji also then pulled his gun, and an exchange of gunfire ensued, with both Sinji and Hyder being hit. Hyder has been sentenced to 35 years in prison, while Pinkins has been sentenced to life. This is a wild story, y'all. Let us know what y'all think about this case in the comments. And like always, stay safe and stay aware. And remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on It's Wild Out Here.